Hello and welcome to Tar Heel Teachers Daily, a micro-series to give you a slice of some of the latest happenings in education right here in North Carolina. I'm your host, Marlow Artis. We thank you all so much for joining us for today's show. We have a lot on our agenda, so let's go ahead and get started. This week is Love Teaching Week, and we want to hear from you. What do you love about teaching? What keeps you in the profession? What wakes you up each day? What excites you the most about what you do? Teaching is such a special profession, and we have so many wonderful educators across the state. We know that it's been a very difficult year because of the pandemic and all of the pressures on our teachers, but we just want to say thank you so much for teaching. And we want to hear why you love teaching. We want to lift up these stories and share these stories. So write it down in the comment. You also can post them on social media. And if you do, use our hashtag Tar Heel Teachers so that I can find your comments and lift them up here on the program. Thank you so much for teaching. Keep the faith. We need you. We appreciate you. You are awesome. Don't forget that. Love Teaching Week. What a great week. The North Carolina Department of Public Instruction and its GoOpenNC platform is facilitating a culturally relevant teaching intensive that engages educators on a cultural and identity reflection with direct application to curriculum resources. Participants will engage alongside state and national facilitators in a free, we like that word, 9-week webinar series that explores competencies of CRT and integrates these competencies into curriculum resources that can be shared across the state of North Carolina. Registration closes on February the 22nd, so make sure you go ahead and register. The start date is March the 1st. So click on the link in the description box of this video for full details. The Key Club at Hickory High School will be hosting Devlin's Trivia Night, a fundraiser benefiting lung cancer research and education on Saturday, February the 27th at 7 p.m. The fundraiser will be in memory of Helen Teresa Devlin, a former Key Club advisor and teacher at Hickory High School who passed away from lung cancer on July the 10th, 2020. The Carolina Key Clubs at St. Stephen's High School and Bandy's High School will be collaborating to help out with the fundraiser. All proceeds will benefit the Lung Cancer Initiative. This event will be virtual, and the link is in the description box of this video. If you want to register, if you want to donate, or read more about Ms. Devlin and her contribution to Hickory High School. As we wrap up today's episode of Tar Heel Teachers Daily, I want to highlight Mrs. Sarah Stevenson for today's Black History Moment. Mrs. Stevenson was the first Black woman to serve on the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools Board of Education. She became involved with the school system after one of her sons came home with a very worn band uniform. And so she immediately started raising funds and working with the PTA to get new uniforms, eventually becoming the president of Charlotte's Black PTA, and she also was the president of a consolidated PTA years later. She served on a citizens advisory board to create a plan to bus students for desegregation when the Supreme Court ruled in 1971 that schools needed to be desegregated. She immediately started working in her community to make it happen. She was elected to the CMS board in 1980 and re-elected in 1984. Thank you so much for your service, Mrs. Stevenson. You are a great example for us all. We want to thank you all so much for watching today's episode of Tar Heel Teachers Daily. We look forward to seeing you soon.